So, before we go to page 160, can I ask you, how does General Sibiya get on with the National Commissioner? General Masemola?
I would not know that, but according to me.
And with General Khumalo?
I don't know.
Do you not know, or do you know that they do not get on?
Can you repeat that again?
Do you not know, or do you know that they do not get on?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Sergeant Nkosi, you are very close to General Sibiya. We know that from all the evidence that we've looked at. You are very close to him. You would know, even if it's just from your observation. You would know what kind of relationships they have, whether they get along very well, whether they avoid each other. What General Sibiya's view is of them, you would know that.
I don't think I got you clear, my commissioner. Can you repeat that?
What I'm saying to you is your answer that you don't know is not easy to understand because you are very close to General Sibiya. Very, very close. Work and personal relationships. So you would know how his relationship is with General Khumalo and with the National Commissioner. I guess what I'm putting to you is it can't be true that you don't know.
It's the reason that I'm saying I don't know, Commissioner, is I have not seen them both on the same office or the same place that not been getting along. I'm just avoiding to say something that I don't have proof of. I might have maybe heard, or maybe, most the rumors in the passages of the police, they'll just talk, these two are not getting along, or they are pretending. So I don't want to mention that because the next question I will be asked, how did you know? Then when I say now from the passages, I don't have facts on that, but yes.
I'm happy for you to give an answer of what you've heard from the passages. So from the passages, what have you heard about the nature of their relationships?
As I just mentioned, the relationship is not that good. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. But I'll only say what General Sibiya told me.
Yes.
About his relationship with General Mkhonazi, but he never mentioned his relationship with the National Commissioner.
What you just watched shows a clear shift in tone. The questioning is no longer general. It is focused, repeated, and deliberate. At this stage of the hearing, investigators are not trying to gather new information. They're testing the answers they already have. And when the same question is asked in different ways, it usually means one thing. They're looking for inconsistencies.
Your response was quite interesting. You sent 3 laughing emojis and then Ziyakala Manje. Now, my Zulu is not great, but I understand Ziyakala Manje means it's happening now, it's going down. Is that correct?
Oh.
What does Ziyakala Manje mean?
It will depend on one message or what was the intention there. When General Sibiya sent me this thing, I was shocked. I forwarded again to General Mkhonazi. Then I was shocked. To me, when I'm shocked, I say, Ziyakala Manje.
And what do you mean by Ziyakala Manje when you're shocked?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked on what is happening. Ziyakala Manje.
But if you were just expressing shock, why did you attach 3 laughing emojis?
Okay. I'm still going back to my answer. It depends on one's reaction, on how they express their emotions. It's like that.
Well, the question remains, why 3 laughing emojis?
This is how I express my shock. I've even sent this again to General Nkosi. That is how I expressed myself at that time.
The laughing emojis are your way of expressing shock, you're saying?
Yes.
Are you unable to find another emoji that's better suited to expressing shock as opposed to finding it very funny?
Okay. Maybe the issue of emoji, by that time, maybe it was this laughing emoji. Then I just sent it. But to me, it was shock. And if there was a problem with my emoji, General Nkosi would have had a problem with these emojis because I contacted him after that, the messages.
This is a classic interrogation technique used in commissions of inquiry. By repeating the same question, investigators are checking whether the witness gives the same answer every time. If the answer changes even slightly, it raises concern. Because consistency is key. In a high-level inquiry like this, even small differences in wording can signal a deeper issue. That is why these repeated exchanges matter more than they appear on the surface.
And just to refresh your memory, I mean, we'll get to this in some detail later when we deal with these chats. By the way, who is Galito, EFF spokesperson? What is the name of this person?
It's Galito.
No, what is his first name and what is his surname?
Okay. I don't know his first name or surname, but I know Galito because I know him from the farm. He was Baba's cook.
Sorry, he was Baba's?
Baba's chef.
Chef.
Yes.
Is his name Siyabulela Sibande?
I'm not denying or admitting to that, but I know him as Galito.
You know him as Galito?
That's correct.
You're
And
not
since
denying
I've
that he's Mr. Sibande?
Since I've known him, I've addressed him as Galito. Everyone is addressing him as Galito.
But you don't know his surname?
I don't know his surname.
And you describe him as EFF spokesperson. Why is that?
I just saved him like that.
No, we went over this yesterday, Sergeant. It cannot be. It cannot be a thumbsuck. You use this for a reason.
Now the pressure is clearly building. When investigators begin pointing out differences in a witness's statements, the hearing enters a more critical phase. At this point, the focus shifts from simply understanding events to evaluating credibility. Is the witness reliable? Are the answers consistent? And can the testimony be trusted? For Sergeant Nkosi, this becomes a defining moment. Because once credibility is questioned, every answer that follows is viewed more carefully. This is how commissions like the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry build their findings. They don't rely on one statement. They compare multiple versions of events. They test those versions against evidence. And they look for gaps. If those gaps grow, the implications become serious. Because it may suggest that key information is either missing, unclear, or possibly being withheld.
Okay.
Does Mr. Sibande hold a position in the EFF?
No. It doesn't.
Is he seen marching in a red beret with the EFF in videos in your chats?
He's always with the EFF. I can say he's a member of the EFF.
Why do you have him as EFF spokesperson?
I might have saved him as EFF spokesperson, but he's not an EFF spokesperson. Maybe the problem is how I save these people.
Remember yesterday when I engaged you on exactly this, because in response to questions by Mr. Shaskalsin, you suggested that Mr. Zenzile
Yes.
Ngumalo,
Yes.
you said you said EFF, and you just said that, and you were basically suggesting that that was for no reason whatsoever. But when I engaged you, in the end, you said that was because you had seen him with a cap written EFF.
Yes.
So eventually you gave a reason why you had EFF in brackets after his name. So surely there must be a reason here, and that is what Mr. Shaskalsin is trying to establish. So please respond to the question by Mr. Shaskalsin. Why EFF spokesperson in brackets?
I did respond to that, Commissioner. I said he's a member of the EFF, but he's not a spokesperson of the EFF.
Why spokesperson then?
He's not a spokesperson. I don't know who is the spokesperson.
Yes, I hear you on what he is not. But why the descriptor spokesperson?
This is, I don't know that maybe my answer will be of satisfactory to the commission. I said maybe this is how I saved them. I saved them wrongly.
You can't, you cannot suggest to us that you just do things, or things just happen through your finger and you just type for the sake of it. It can never be. You are not automated, or you are not a machine. By the way, even machines are programmed in a particular way to act in the manner they do, because they are programmed in a particular way. So in your case, it should even be better because you use your mental faculties. So it cannot be that you just wrote spokesperson.
As this phase of the testimony continues, the direction of the hearing becomes more obvious. The Commission is narrowing its focus. It is no longer exploring possibilities. It is examining specific details and testing them thoroughly. For Sergeant Nkosi, the challenge now is maintaining consistency across every answer. Because in a setting like this, every word matters. And as more questions follow, the pressure will only increase. The key question now is whether his testimony will remain consistent, or whether further questioning will reveal more gaps. Subscribe for more breakdowns as we continue following the developments from the Madlanga Commission.